In today's Money Watch, a warning to consumers about debt that may come back to haunt you. Potentially tens of thousands of homeowners are suddenly facing possible foreclosure after making mortgage payments one time for years. National consumer correspondent Usher Qureshi is here with what you need to know about so-called zombie mortgages. Usher, good morning.
Good morning, Nate. Well, if you've ever taken out a second loan on your home, you could end up with something that turns into a zombie mortgage. This can happen when you lose track of your loans and your lender isn't sending you statements regularly, making sure you pay on time. You miss payments, that adds up, and then the debt collector can come after your home.
This is gorgeous.
Thank you.
Your little sanctuary.
Sanctuary, yes.
After this Iraq War veteran came home to California, she built her own tranquil backyard getaway to find a little peace after years in a battle zone.
And what do you use this space for?
Meditation, for sure.
A home she calls the heart of her family. But last year, after more than a decade of paying her mortgage on time, Laverne Simmons found out she could lose it all.
Were you surprised when you got that notice of default 10 years after you got your loan modification?
Definitely. I haven't been late or asked for a payment arrangement or anything.
When Simmons took out a second mortgage in 2014, she believed her new monthly payment covered both her original mortgage and her second. But she was mistaken.
When you buy a house, federal law requires your lender to send out periodic statements so you know how much you owe. Simmons says over 10 years on her second mortgage, she never got one. With interest and late fees piling up, her original $65,000 loan ballooned to more than $140,000. She has to pay up or lose her home.
They were ready to strike, like a snake, you know? They was waiting for the right moment.
Her loan servicer, Real Time Resolutions, recently settled a class action lawsuit with a different homeowner who claimed she'd been foreclosed on without ever receiving the required monthly statements. RTR denied wrongdoing and told us they aren't interested in speaking with us.
It's been pure hell. I served my country. I got injured in Iraq. I come home, and this is what I have to go through as a veteran.
Exhaustingly hard.
Yes.
She turned to California realtor Rich Sherman, who says he's seen it happen to more than 100 homeowners like Simmons. Now he's helping some of them fight to keep their homes.
Now what happens is the debts get sold in the secondary market to these, what I call vulture capitalists, who buy these things for pennies on the dollar, and then they turn around and they try to enforce the full face value of the loan, including all the back interest, all the back penalties, and everything else.
How is this legal?
In many cases, it's not. We're really worried that this is a predatory scam, and we want to stop it.
Rohit Chopra is the director of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau.
This is a big failure from the lead up to the financial crisis, where regulators in Washington weren't watching what was happening on the ground in local communities.
Are you hopeful that you're going to win this battle?
I hope so. I'm determined to fight for my home. I'm definitely determined. And if I lose this, I don't know what I do. I don't know.
So to protect yourself, you should start by checking your credit report. If you have a mortgage, make sure there isn't a lien on your property that you've lost track of. And if you do get a bill that appears to be for zombie debt, don't pay it immediately. Instead, investigate, ask for proof, and consider contacting an attorney or your local legal aid counsel to try and help navigate the process.
I mean, look, people obviously should stay on top of their financial matters and their bills. Checking the credit report is great advice, channeling Joe Schlesinger here. But at the same time, it feels like you shouldn't be liable for something you're not getting a bill for.
Right.
They need to deliver it to you.
Exactly. And the thing about this is it's not just mortgage payments, right? Zombie debt can happen with student loans, auto loans, medical debt as well. So you've got to be more vigilant about keeping track of these things, especially when you're not getting regular bills or you think you should be getting regular bills and they're not coming.
And so many banks are also trying to offer people loans. You get stuff in the mail all the time. So like people are susceptible to all of these new products out there.
Yeah.
And then it's, you know, we don't understand the fine print. The stuff is tricky.
Yeah, do your own investigating, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Usher.
Thanks, guys.